Ron, starting with wind, rhythm, flow for you within the flow of everything with the team, how'd you feel?
Wind was a little shaky to begin. Obviously, that was expected, but as the game went on, my wind got a lot better. Caught my second wind, caught my third wind. Rhythm is still coming back, obviously. First game in quite almost 7 months, so everything that happened tonight was as expected. I think the pace, versus a team like Utah who played with a lot of pace, a lot of movement, a lot of cutting and things of that nature, tested us, tested me, obviously. I was happy the way I was able to, keep up with the guys.
Outside of the X's and O's, one thing about you is you've always prided yourself on being available. Just from a joy and fun standpoint, what was that like for you?
It was just fun to be out there with the guys, man. Like I said, it's been rough, mentally for me. It's the first time I've started a basketball season and not played since I've started playing basketball at 9 years old. I've never missed the beginning of a basketball season, and so just going through that, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and everything, just testing me and just keeping my head down, with the work, and then keeping my head up with faith. And, it's gotten me to this point today, and it's just great. A lot of joy, probably see me smiling and talking a lot on the court today. Just being out with those guys is so fun.
Being a willing passer is nothing new for you. What did you think of the early chemistry you saw with Jake? You found him on the wing three, and then obviously late in the game with DeAndre. It seemed like you guys had some early connections.
Yeah. Said it was at yesterday's practice, post-practice. I can fit in with anybody. I don't even understand why that was even a question. What's wrong with these people out here? I can fit in right away with anybody. So, just watching the guys the first 14 games that I missed, the first 14, just watching them and seeing. I was just putting myself in position, while I was watching the games of how I can help the team and how I can be successful and help those guys. And, I still, able to gain a lot of eyes when I'm driving the ball or have the ball, things of that nature. And I had a big fella down there, big five down there. And my guy Gabe right here, obviously, and Jake, our second team. We went out there and kind of pushed the lead up. That was good.
LeBron, you've scored more points than anybody, but along those lines, you've always been a player who likes creating for other people. What kind of opportunities do you think are going to be there for that part of your game, the kind of offensive firepower you have on this team?
Yeah, it's going to be whatever. I think when you have a MVP caliber player, candidate like Luka, who he's doing this year, AR has, jumped his game up to a whole nother level this year. It's only so many defenders out there. There's only so many eyes that can key in on so many guys. So, our biggest test is how we defend each night, how we defend and rebound, and then not let teams off the hook offensively. And you got, like you said, when you have Luka doing what he's doing on pick and rolls, his ability to gravitate so many players around him, I can just lay back and just ball swung to me. I can play the pick-on game as well, and be able to play the numbers game, 4-on-3s, 3-on-2s, and get my guys involved.
As the season continues, what do you want to build on within yourself? Getting in shape, but
what do I want to build on?
Yeah, what do you want to build on?
My wind. My wind is important, obviously. I don't have to worry about chemistry-wise. It's a great group. Everybody, yes sir, my guy. Everybody enjoys being around each other, playing for one another, sacrificing for one another. So, I think my win, get my rhythm back. I missed a couple chippies tonight that I'm used to making, but that will come with more games and more fun.
JJ said that over the summer. You guys had multiple conversations about how important it is for you to be challenged. That's how your brain works, and you always want to be challenged. What do you view as your biggest challenge this season?
My biggest challenge this season, I don't know, just staying in the moment. Just staying in the moment. Obviously, where I'm at in my career and where I'm at, year 23, and understanding that, there's not many more games for me. Don't know when that is, but just staying in the moment, just appreciating the opportunity to go out and play the game. I love to play and be around a great group.
Ron, you asked Steph Curry
I'm sorry?
Speaking of in that same vein,
Yeah.
you're entering, this is year 23, you're now in it. You hadn't played basketball since April, and you come out and have 12 assists, 1 turnover against 7 guys who weren't even born when you debuted. I know that you're, sorry. I know that you're taking this, it's about the game and one at a time and getting your win back, but for all the fans that are looking at the history of this, can you take a step back and appreciate and see that?
No, not really. I haven't been able to do that throughout my whole career. I think it's something I will really enjoy once I'm done, to be able to look back and see some of the things I accomplished and a great group of guys I was around, the coaching staffs I was around when I was playing the game. So I can sit back and think about what you just said as far as 7 guys not being born when I started this journey. And yeah, that just made my back hurt. So I got a few days before we play again, so I'll be okay.
Think about 238 games you played before Ace Bailey was born.
See, come on. This is mean, ain't it? This is mean.
Steph Curry was the guest on Mind the Game this week. Just wondering if you could speak to sort of the evolution of that relationship and also what it was like to be able to sit down with someone you went to battle against and break down tape of those finals.
I mean, when you're trying to rise to the top of the mountain, you have guys that's trying to stop you from getting there, and vice versa. And Steph has been one of those guys throughout our career. We've been trying to get to the mountaintop, and we're trying to knock each other off of it. And that competition was brewing for a long time, and it's still, every time we play against each other, it's still brews. But when you get to a certain age and you get to a certain level, and you understand that, appreciating, greatness and appreciating, things that you won't be able to have for a long time, ever. After when you're done, you get to look back on those moments. You don't want to waste an opportunity to be able to build a relationship with somebody that you kind of share some of the same, I guess, goals in life. Us, our families, the way we, go about our families, the way we go about our profession, the way we go about, every day just trying to uplift people and things of that nature, inspire people. There's so much mutual respect, and now it's like just even more respect just out of the simple fact that we can hop on a phone call or a text or whatever and just, it was great to us to talk basketball in just the most easy, organic way, with the episode, 2 episodes, and have that time. So it's been cool.
Back to these next 2 days will look like for you, of course, Sunday, in terms of both recovery work and on-court work.
Tomorrow's our day off, so I'll do I'll do some rehabbing in the morning to keep it going, and a lot of recovery, things of that nature. Thursday's practice, Friday's practice, Saturday, probably practice before we get on the flight. So, we will do what we need to do to keep it going and not overdo it. Obviously, we don't want to overdo it right now, but I want to keep it going and see what happens. But this doesn't happen much when you get 3-4 days in between the games, so take full advantage of it.
It was opening nights of sort for you this year. Last year, opening night, you come with Ronnie. In the time you were out, he helped the Lakers win some games, and then tonight you check out, he checks in, nails a 3. Like, what have you seen about? How has that chapter been satisfying? Actually seeing the tangible growth.
Seeing his growth. It's been great to see and to watch. And he's still young. Obviously just turned 21 not too long ago, and he's still